A Grand Bahamian making waves in the gospel ministry globally. Tonight, the woman who has now relocated to the United States has written a book sharing the struggles throughout her life's journey and how she plans to celebrate 20 years as an ambassador for Christ. Apostle Sharon Johnson never imagined that when she left Grand Bahama over 20 years ago, she would become an apostle that would travel all over the world carrying the word of God to those who she says need it most.
My journey is about my life from 12 to 28 and what it talks about my life and why I'm here today. My daughter Tina was with you all a few weeks ago on her book. She's the reason I am the way I am, because either she make me or she break me. I was raped with her. So I could have used it for the negative or I could use it for the positive. I turned around and made it a positive out of it. And that's what my book is all about. Or during my prom time, this is when it all happens.
But to understand her story, you must first understand where she came from. Beaten, abused, molested. It's a testimony of tragedy and triumph. She chronicles her life in this first of a series of books called My Journey, where she goes in detail about getting pregnant from being raped.
I was 12 years old. I've been accused for so many things from my aunt. And then I've been molested by my stepfather, my oldest brother. And it just went on and on from one point to the next. And I never met my father till I was 17 years old. So it was really hard.
And she says that's not all.
My own business, started my business from in my cabinet, in my bathroom. And I established my business from there into a little store in Pinnis Point, moved to the Bloneva building, then I moved here to the bigger store. And it exploded from no employee to 13 employees. And yes, see, you have to remember what's happening in your life is not for you, it's for someone else. Who would have thought I would have ever been an apostle? Not Sharon Johnson. Nah, not me, not even a pastor, more or less an apostle. But I was not just going to be an apostle, I was appointed to apostle. God chose me to be an apostle.
But Apostle Johnson says she never allowed her past to define her.
In Port St. Lucie, Florida, I traveled Pakistan. I have about a church there that established over 7,000 members with 250 orphanage, and we teach about them. We have schools for them. And I goes into Thailand. Out of Thailand, I go to India, Wayangal, India, Hyderabad, India, and I have like 34 churches there. Then I go into Africa. We have Niri, Nairobi, Uganda, and Katali. So between Niri, Uganda, and Katali, I have about 65 churches there. And all those churches have churches. This is where I get the 850 churches from. I'm their apostle.
Now stationed in Port St. Lucie, she will celebrate her 20th anniversary in ministry at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center, and she is inviting other Grand Bahamians to attend. For more information on her book or the weekend of celebrations from May 23rd through the 26th, you can visit her website at soifglobalministries.com.